to Dungeons and Shenanigans. I am going to be your DM for the night. Once again, Jonah. And let's take it away to our lovely players. Lovely players, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Tara. I'm playing Susie. Are you doing something?
Hi, I'm Eli. I'm playing Cal.
Caliga.
Caliger.
That's my favorite NES game.
Favorite arcade game, gotta say.
Yeah, nice. I was trying to say Namco, but I said NES. We're going to roll with it.
Post-edit. We'll do something.
Okay.
Hi, I'm your resident out-of-state player. I'm Abigail, and I'll be playing Bella.
Whoa. What
Yeah.
are you gonna do, Tanner?
Yeah, Tanner?
I don't know. I got
You got demoted.
He's
Oh no.
it's the panic of, well, now what do I say?
This is improv, Tanner. This is improv.
Stay on your toes.
When did I go to college?
I'm Abram, and your mom goes to college.
Okay, then.
Alright.
This is actually really okay, and everything's fine.
Everything.
Yep.
Yes.
Also, welcome back, Abby.
Yes, we miss you so much.
Did we?
Yes.
Well, we missed her notes.
No. I missed her.
We have no idea what's going on because these are.
I mean,
I mean, just like
it's just the
Just the-
date.
like I.
It's the
I've
day.
got to find her fold.
Oh, I don't know.
Love it.
And also the fortune you gave me, Tara.
I have the what?
What?
Mama J.
Oh, the fortune. Yes.
That says, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough.
Yes.
Oh.
I think that was the funniest thing I've ever done during a session, was just sliding that to her while she's having the dream about insulin. I think that was my peak. I'm done. I'm actually leaving the show now. I'm never going to do anything funnier than that.
There's the door.
Yep.
All right.
Alright.
So, where we last left off, you guys had just left the Glittering Marsh. Made your way out of there and went to the underwater sea cave that you guys dove into to come out on the other side. Traveled for a few hours until you met some Quaddles. And they ended up kind of testing you guys, talking with you, and seeing your motives and seeing who you guys really are, and eventually let you guys pass. And as you guys ended up passing through, walked for a bit further until you reached a old ramshacked cottage, one that has just like a bunch of baubles and different like dream catchers just kind of hanging everywhere. And walking out onto the porch was this little old lady named Mama J. Your next totem, if you will, in this journey. Talking with her for a bit, a few of you guys walked inside, the smaller folk, and saw how cluttered it was. There was so much just random things in there. Just jars of almost everything you think of that's pickled and preserved, different types of animal skeletons, gemstones, just a bunch of random things cluttered everywhere. It would probably take you weeks to uncover everything in here, but she has a place for everything, it seems. She prepared some tea for you guys, and you all walked outside to the patio, talked with her for a little bit, and she revealed that she was a Aether spirit master. She was a seer. She mastered the Aether sense to where she can know what spirits are around her and how to use them to her benefit. She revealed to you a large serpentine dragon-like face to you, and that was a spirit of some sort before shooing it away. And that's kind of where we last left off. So,
You said it was big.
yes, it was very large. Large enough to probably be able to bite you to whole.
I can't even do that.
That is true.
Well, I
That is
mean,
true.
well, I mean, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Better watch out.
You better watch out. You better
No,
watch
no.
out.
We're gonna get copyrighted. No.
Better watch out, oh, you better watch out.
Better watch out. Better watch out. We're off to a great start, guys.
I missed you guys.
I missed you. So, as you guys are now kind of in this beautiful cave, it is a extremely enormous cavern, and you see glittering across the entire roof are these jagged crystalline structures that just kind of etch out, almost looking like vines hanging, but made out of these crystalline protrusions. Each one of them is emitting some sort of light to where it almost looks like the middle of the day mixed with the night sky. It is a beautiful brightness of the day, but you see all the little glimmers everywhere throughout here that looks like a starscape of just these beautiful crystals. And as she's just kind of sitting there, just slurping some tea. Oh, what else are you all doing here? How was your journey so far?
It's been a journey. Not easy, not anything we can't handle.
Good, good. There's trials up ahead, far greater than the ones you've encountered so far.
We've encountered some pretty rough things.
Welcome to the Underdark.
Okay.
This has been a very fun trip.
Yes, that's a good attitude to have. Don't be a nervous Nelly. It's fine.
I've been on
Sure,
this
you
trip
might
for
get a
about.
little scrapes, but it'll make you stronger.
I've been on this trip for about half my life.
Half.
It feels like.
Oh, are you super young?
You can tell.
I honestly can't. What
It's
about
been a
you?
rough journey.
Yep.
Oh. Well, how's the tea?
It's quite lovely.
I guess at that moment, I probably would start to drink some
Yep.
of the tea because now I feel bad. I'm like, oh, I guess I have to try it now.
It's surprisingly decent given the environment. It seems it has a weird flavor to it, almost like a blueberry flavor to it. But you look around and all you see is just crystals. And you kind of wonder, where's the vegetation? You don't see any actual vegetation anywhere.
Maybe this is like aether fruit.
You know, it's certainly tea.
I sure hope so. I have some bourbon if you'd like some to add.
Does it
And I
taste
just
good?
reached my,
Yeah.
my cup over.
Oh,
And
of course. Weird elf, could you fetch the bourbon, please?
Yeah, both of us are like, oh, that would make this so much
A
better.
little bit later, you see 2 bourbon bottles just floating next to you
Oh,
as you're holding out your cups, and you just
2? Wow, that's
and they just
Wow.
put them. They
A lot
set
to
themselves on the table next to you guys.
Nice.
Careful with those. Those are aged pretty well.
oh, this great year. Great.
Suck some up.
It burns. Doing it with your nose burns.
Burns good though.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Cleans out the sinuses.
I love alcohol.
I love the taste of this. It's awesome.
I swear.
More, please.
You look like you're sweating more.
No, I can't even taste it.
Well,
So with the you control the spirits, your
oh
spirit
yes.
master, and you can help us to do this.
I could teach you the basics.
I think we all need to do that. I think
Oh, I've been learning this since before any of you were born. Probably before your parents too.
Do any of your spirit friends have the ability to help my friend here? And I point at Bella.
Poor
She's just like
Bella.
laying on the floor, I guess.
We
What
definitely
do we
have
do
a
with her?
teacup sitting next to you.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
She has
It's
problems.
Just there's just one sitting next to you.
it's just like with Cinder all over again.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It's
actually.
like, well, it's like Weekend at Bernie's, more like. So,
Yeah.
Weekend
I
at
was
Cinder's.
wondering if you guys were gonna weekend at Bernie's or
yeah,
while I was gone.
totally.
Weekend
Oh
at
my
Cindy's.
gosh, that is an opportunity we did not take. We did not fully do a weekend at Bernie's with you, and I
And we
highly
totally
regret it now.
Did not offer you as a sacrifice to the koalas at
No.
all.
Yeah,
Definitely
that
Didn't
that
cross our
wasn't a
minds.
thing.
Didn't
No.
cross our minds.
No.
No, hey, no, it didn't cross our minds.
No.
No,
No.
cross their minds, but
And we didn't
Yeah.
even entertain it. We
No.
were like, no.
Yeah, we were like,
That's our friend.
absolutely not. That's where we.
It comes out next Friday. I will be watching.
I don't know what you're talking about. We have not dated these episodes at all,
Yeah.
Abigail. I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean? Episodes. This just.
So does ear.
So
Yeah.
does he. So she goes, oh, well, you're all not good at hiding your aura, but hers is sealed.
Sealed.
Mhm.
Like those animals?
Not quite, but close.
Oh, okay.
She walks over. You have to treat them like the baby seals are treated up above. She just walks over, and then she has her little walking stick
Throw a
as she
dead
like
fish
walks over, and you see she just like kind of like, oh, and like kind of like straightens out her back a little bit, and then just holds onto the cane, and you see a glow of like this greenish energy kind of like go onto the staff itself, and she just whacks her right on the head.
And we've tried that. It doesn't work.
Knew that was gonna happen. As soon as
it's
you
fine.
does that wake her up?
We put an arrow through her shoulder about 6 times.
In the same spot.
It's like arrow, stab, lay on hands. Arrow, stab, lay on hands.
Yeah, okay.
Wake up!
Literally, that's like she got an arrow to the shoulder. Her dream escaped too.
Yes, she did.
She did?
No,
That's
no.
awesome.
Oh my gosh. Of course, yeah, in the same spot, yeah.
By the end of the
Yeah,
campaign,
perfect,
it's
sorry.
only going to be scar tissue on
Yeah.
the shoulder.
Yeah, no, but it just in the one spot.
She has like
She's
30
only getting
scars
shot in the
right
same
here.
Yeah.
spot, yeah.
It is some excellent grouping right there.
You're just gonna have like a hole.
Yeah, it's gonna be a piercing.
Yeah. You're gonna be able to see through your shoulder.
But at that point, if somebody shoots you in the shoulder, right through
Right
it.
through.
yeah, right through it. You can grab it.
Yep, it's
So you're
shot.
immune to bullets. Right there.
Like missiles.
Shoulder of missile snaring. Those are quite literally the pauldrons of missile snaring.
Mhm.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Bonking you on the head as you are running and traveling and trying to escape all of these strands that are kind of interweaving almost like a web network around you. You just see them just severed by this green blade of energy, just and the darkness peels away as you feel your eyes fluttering open. And you look up. As you're looking up, you just see this roof above you, this wooden roof. And you can kind of see off to the side a little bit the glimmering light of the crystals far above you on the ceiling of this cavern.
Wakey wakey.
You look around and you see the rest of your party and some old woman who is standing over you with a cane.
Oh my gosh, that actually worked.
And you see she kind of puts the cane down. Of course
we
it
didn't
worked,
we
you
did not try hard
Nellies.
Yeah, we need to do stabbing, not bludgeoning.
No, that's not the takeaway. No, that's it.
It
Next time you're
really is.
unconscious, I'll stab you.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, listen to her. She didn't stab her.
Yeah, she bludgeoned her. We stabbed her.
Only this for
Cowl,
you.
look, pretty crystals.
Oh!
See, she goes ahead and walks back over to her little wicker chair. She just sits in it again. Well, welcome. Good morning.
Fella, are you okay?
You must be Vela.
You were out for a while.
Like a long while.
Hello.
They call me Mama J. It's a pleasure.
Hi. How long was I?
Oh, I don't know. How long was she?
How long was she?
Like 3 days, right?
Several days.
Pretty sure it's 3 days.
Like a
You
couple
were
days.
asleep for 3 days.
3 days.
3.
2 nights. 4 hours.
And 7 weeks.
And 7
Nope.
days.
Don't forget the month.
And 4 months.
Was there a year in there too? I can't remember.
There's some tea. It's actually pretty good.
And
You
I
might
just
be thirsty.
offer the bourbon to add to your tea if you need it.
Oh yes, we have some complimentary bourbon too, if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're also not like an aged gal who wants that, I mean, I do think I have some ale, I think.
What is happening?
Yeah, this might be too much.
Good morning, first of all.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Tanner, 5 seconds. A lot happened. Don't gotta focus on that right now. Why don't you just drink some tea? Wake up.
You're okay now. You're safe.
But she's fully convinced she's not still in the dream.
Oh. Okay.
Mess with
We'll give you a moment. Just take a moment. So you can read our auras,
Yes.
and you couldn't read hers until you bonked her.
Oh yes, now I can read it.
Okay. Is there like special meaning that you could see within ours?
I mean, I only have one element. You do not. You have two. And some of you have potential for more.
And you can see that?
Yes.
Interesting.
The spirits tell me a lot.
Huh. The spirits tell you that?
Oh, yes, the spirits and my eyes. Well, my vision's not as good as it once was, but I can sense it. The aether around you, and I can see better because of it.
So how did you learn how to do that?
A lot of years of practice. I learned that I had a natural knack for it, and I spent years cultivating it. And here I am.
How do you practice with your eyes, though? You just look at something for a long time?
Yes and no. As you mature,
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, how will see you like
as
work
you
out your eyes?
mature, your aether will
You
start to
doing that
develop.
teacup?
Your aether will develop as you mature and grow in power as well.
You just have like blinking muscles.
But you can also pull and push your aether within your body to focus on a specific point. So you have aether flowing all throughout your bodies right now, going crazy outwards. You can't contain it or control it. But you can't manifest it outward yet. It's all internal. There's conflict all throughout right now.
How do we focus or channel it?
I will teach you. But first, we need to go someplace to kind of set the mood for that.
First, Vela, you should be famished. You haven't eaten in several days. Do you need some food?
I don't know, what state is she in?
She
Alabama.
is. So, you guys.
I knew
Nebraska,
it.
actually.
Gosh dang it.
Anything but
Son of a
Nebraska.
It's better than Ohio.
And sending you back to Arkansas.
No!
Not Arkansas!
Who's
How many states can we offend in one episode? Go.
Oh, don't even get me started on Connecticut.
Texas.
Not the United States, but done.
Oh,
Oh.
you're right. You got them all.
Man. Don't even get me started on Canada. So,
That's the worst thing.
I hate that state.
Canada, that's like Atlantic.
Yeah, basically.
The state of Canada, yeah.
No, the state of Atlantis. That's the worst.
You know, in China.
So,
Easier.
where...
X's.
So what state is she in? That was the beginning of this
Oh, that's
conversation.
right, that's right.
I'm sorry, let me help refocus
Thank
here.
you.
Draw back in.
Like mechanically, but also
She has a point of exhaustion right now. She is hungry. You're not dehydrated completely because they have been occasionally giving you water, and also you kind of choked on water earlier, so now you have water in your system. So you're doing okay on fluids. You could probably use a bit more, but food you could definitely use more of that.
And rocks.
And you do see Amanda, Ben, and Shamison still, and Kella, my bad, sitting around in these chairs as well.
And I imagine there's some like rope burning going on because you were tied to a lizard for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not tied to Ben though.
Yeah, that's a different rope burning.
No. Yeah.
not the rope burner. Yeah.
We got you off of the lizard because Ben burned all the rope off of it.
Yeah.
So,
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew he would do that.
Uh-huh.
Dirty rope burner.
dirty rope burner.
Ben.
Just the worst.
Ben
Gosh.
should just go burn some rope right now.
Yeah, why is he even here when he could be off burning rope?
Yeah. He should just be burning rope.
I can't wait for you guys for him to be your last like saving grace, and he just drops you all.
Mm-hmm.
God, I can't wait for it.
No, he's gonna become the
You guys are
new
all
DG.
gonna be on one single rope hanging, and he's gonna be at the top, and he's just gonna go, "Who's the rope burner now?" I just
Burns the
I'm
rope.
like, it's still you!
We knew it.
Don't pick up the book.
You never change people like you.
call me a rope burner one more time.
Rope burner.
You're a rope burner.
Does the rope burner need a hug?
It's worth it.
Must be a South Pole rope burner.
So,
So does your.
So states.
So yeah, you're not doing great. You could be doing better. You could be doing way better, sis.
I think she'll just like pick up the tea, but yeah, this. I think she's gonna try to communicate with Lucky in her mind again,
Okay. Yeah.
like the eerie token,
Okay.
and just be like, Lucky, is this real?
About as real as everything else.
Lucky talks verbally outwards.
What are you talking about, Lucky? Are you okay? Give me that staff.
Do you mean like the spirits, Lucky?
Like you hear it in the eerie token, but also through your ears because Lucky is just actually talking.
That's the question.
No.
I didn't hear anything. Well, then again, these old ears, they're not what they used to be.
Mine are pretty good. I didn't hear anything.
You do have big ears.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you. It runs in the family.
yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yes,
now?
it does.
Your family runs? That's a surprise.
Yes.
Good
That
memory.
was a good one.
And I just kind of turn around.
Yeah. And like he's very sensitive about the subject.
Oh, I'm so
Please
sorry.
refrain.
No, I'm fixed again. It's okay.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you said you're fixed.
No. Why would he?
Well, for being open.
No.
It's by nature. So does yours.
So,
Is that a bad name?
yeah, interesting.
No.
Okay.
So why did you? I mean, she didn't ask a question.
Yeah.
She definitely asked the question.
Fella? Are you... something going on?
I was just asking a question.
Well, it's just... It's good to hear your voice. You've been quiet for so long. I didn't know you'd come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it.
Well,
What?
Be quiet.
Shut up, Cal.
Oh,
Shut up.
oops. You still scare me.
You know, but okay, regardless of whether we heard the question or not, the answer was strange. This is about as real as everything else? What does that mean?
That's how real this is.
Alright, you know, why don't we go ahead and move to that other location you were talking about?
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
I'm in my yard clothes. I need to go get into my
Yeah,
ceremonial.
no rush. No, what?
My ceremonials.
Wait.
should we change?
I'll bring out some pendants for you all.
We're getting like baptized in Aether water.
Not quite, but kind of.
You see, she stands up. She stands up.
Ooh, that hurt. I'll see you all in a little bit. If you need some help, ask for Edgar.
You see, she goes ahead and just starts to walk.
Isn't that the dragon?
No, Dragon that Sparkles.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know who Edgar is. Edgar brought the bourbon. Which, oh, now that I'm reminded I'm happily drinking more of.
Yep. So you see, she goes ahead and walks away, walks back into her cottage for a few minutes. So you guys are now alone with the Zenetians right now. So if there's anything you'd like to discuss while Mama J's away, anything.
I'm just gonna kind of look
Is
at them
this
and go,
lady
oh, okay.
just crazy?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes, she is crazy. She's got a lot going on up there. She's been alone for a while and only really sees travelers, and all the neighbors are kind of afraid of her, to be honest. But she knows what she's talking about.
What is she preparing us for right now?
It's she has also mastered water.
That was right.
And one thing that she does do is, you were half right of an Aether water. It is one that it is specifically from a specific spring that has a lot of Aether infused into it already, a natural spring.
Is it the lake that you put the spirit metal weapons in?
No. It's similar, but nowhere near as pure. It will kind of help jolt your system a little, and help you create a bond to the Aether world.
Did you guys go through this?
And you see Kella just go, I have no Aether, so no. Seamus and same.
Yeah, so that wasn't really directed at you.
We're talking to Ben, the rope guy.
Ben just kind of looks at you. Yes, I've been through this before. Both me and Amanda. Me much later than her, but yeah.
She's that much older than you? Or?
Yeah. I'm only 25.
Whoa.
Oh!
You look good for 25.
That's like a quarter of what I was thinking.
Don't humans die at like 40?
I thought you said Ben was an old man.
Yes.
I did.
He's a real burner and a fat burner.
Beach burner.
Age burner, yeah.
No, he's not 25. He is in his like early 40s.
That's not that old.
Yeah, I
No.
still would have thought older.
No.
From how you first
I forgot,
introduced
is he
him.
human?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
human. I said he's got like a little bit of like gray. Like he's got like pretty much black hair, but he's got like a tiny bit of gray kind of peeking through right here.
Ah, so you said that, and I was like, okay, 90-year-old man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Full gray.
Yeah, imagine having gray in your hair.
That would be weird.
That would be so weird. You must be like
Old
90.
things. Yeah. Ancient.
Oh my gosh, Abram, you're ancient.
I'm an ancient dragon.
Back when there wasn't
It
internet.
just means you have more wisdom.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That means you have legendary actions, so.
Yeah, that
Oh,
too.
Hey,
that's
does
right.
that rolls.
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Alright, okay.
You level
So
up.
Daw gets legendary actions now. Yeah.
Abram has
And
legendary
reactions.
actions.
Well,
And-
it transfers. It transfers.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, that's a
What? No.
Is that
What?
a band name? What?
no one-shot idea.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna play ourselves in a one shot?
Gosh, don't worry. We'll just pause the episode for you, Joan.
Houses and humans.
Do the clap that means Abram has to
Yeah.
skip this part.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that? Yeah. So you gave yourself the symbol.
Yeah.
Pause. Yeah.
Houses and no magic.
Houses in a All right. So,
Do a clap.
why?
Because we paused.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
That would
no,
go.
no.
Oh.
Anyway, as you guys are kind of waiting there, Ben just goes, yeah, I went through the same thing. And, it will feel foreign and wrong. It'll feel like there is some other entity within you that is dying to get out, and it will feel weird.
It's like going to the bathroom for the first time.
Sure,
I don't remember that.
I don't either.
Do you remember that?
I was fully conscious when I was born.
We're gonna table that matter. But
Put a pin in that.
yeah, so I
We'll come back.
100%. It was not extremely pleasant until afterwards. Afterwards was when it became. It felt correct afterwards. Before that, it was. I didn't really feel much of it. But afterwards, I started to discover more about what my Aether meant and more of how it developed.
So once you did this, you were able to control it?
Oh no, I still can't.
Well,
He still burns things around him.
I burn myself, to be honest. My flames are too intense that I can't control the degree, and after I use them, it ends up making me exhausted and in a lot of pain.
yes, but even though you can't control it that well, you're still able to manifest it now. We can't do any of
Yes.
that.
Yes.
So
Well,
this
I've
unlocks
seen
that.
them manifest it, and he points to Augustus and Daw.
Really?
I can do many things with my Aether.
Why don't you do a demonstration?
Okay.
So you look at the ground, and it's a bunch of like stone and just like it's a nice patio, probably about 20 years ago. So you see that there is structure. There is what looks like a paved patio that has just kind of been really old and looks like it could use some TLC. But there are stonework around you.
All right, then I would try to like draw one of the stones so that it would stretch upward,
Okay.
and from that try to make like a porch lamp out of it, like a lit porch lamp.
Go ahead and roll me a d20, Daw. And roll 2, or add 2 to that as well.
Add two?
Add
or,
two.
Or roll again.
No, add 2.
Roll again.
No.
Okay. 6.
6. You go ahead
Oh, that's
and
way away.
you go ahead and focus, and you're like, I got this, and nothing happens.
Well, it's sometimes it's harder when everybody's staring at me.
Oh, I can look the other way? Would that be more
Might-
helpful?
Might help.
Yeah.
Might help.
Okay.
I'm still new at this.
You see Amanda lean forward. Performance anxiety?
I would not like to speak of it, but yes. It's embarrassing. It
He
also
did grow up
runs
in the
my
woods
family.
by himself, right?
I did what?
Grow up in the woods by yourself.
I grew up with a family. I spent a lot of time alone.
See.
I honed my current powers alone.
Ben just goes, well, that's interesting. Yeah,
Question.
possible answer.
What were you able to do before you did this?
If a bonfire was already ignited, I could make the flames change direction slightly.
Okay.
Um,
Because I keep blowing up in my face with really bright lights.
yeah,
And it hurts.
that doesn't sound fun. Yeah,
It's not.
I mean, if I really attempted to, I probably could create a flame, but I'd probably burn my palm back then.
Well, still.
Still, I mean, when I use my flames now, they're more for combat, and that engulfs my body with flames generally, and that doesn't feel great after a while. I can control the intensity of the heat towards me now, but long-term use of it, that's when it gets... It saps away my strength, rather than actually burning me.
Now, did it change drastically right after you did this? Were you able to do...
Not drastically, but over time it did start to exponentially grow a lot faster. Before I was only able to create minor effects. But afterwards, I started to be able to develop small embers in my hands without burning myself. But not for very long, like maybe a minute at most, if that. And it was like a tiny ember. But then if I kept doing it, I would burn myself. It's all about experimentation, adaptation. Everybody's different. Everybody develops it differently. I mean, you guys have much more aura than I do.
Can you also see auras?
From what I can tell from her and Amanda, you guys have a lot more than I do. So,
Okay.
You also saw our tests.
well, that too.
It's fair, yeah. Didn't
So
say
this you say that the feeling is like something trying to get out, it wants out.
It feels like there was like something is stirring and awakening inside of you.
And you have one element,
I have two.
two elements.
Oh, you have two?
Yes.
I thought you just had fire.
No, I have
Same.
fire and earth.
I see you primarily use fire, though.
Yes. The earth element itself is not. It is hard to control with the way my flames are used, so I
That's why I can't go on his journey.
don't use them that much.
I could imagine that would help with the burning problem, though, to coat yourself with earth.
If the intensity of the flames gets too much, I basically bake myself like an oven, so I'd rather not.
With, like, dirt.
Yeah.
Even still, that would start to create a shell around me, and then I'd slowly start to bake. Believe me, I've tried this before. It's not nice.
What if you turned your body into earth?
You see, I can't do that.
Oh.
So,
Practice.
You would just end up with like hot dirt too, though.
yeah, I mean, it would just.
Hot dirt is better than burning organs.
Is it though? Is
I
it
don't
really?
know. I don't even know what hot dirt means.
You know, you wouldn't know what hot
Yeah,
dirt means.
that makes sense.
You know.
No one asked.
So yeah, any other questions? Because I am reminiscing about the past right now. So, anything else?
How did you figure out what to do with your aid?
I had an image in my head about what fire meant to me. Fire can mean many different things. I mean, it can mean new beginnings. It can mean destruction. It can mean like, I don't know, like anything really. That's like the untamed nature of it. You could even make it feral. I thought of it more as a renewal, as something of a new beginning. And I imagined in my head, okay, well, what does that look like? And the only thing I could really think of was a phoenix. So as I had that in my mind's eye, I noticed my Aether starting to take on an effect kind of similar. So I started to think about it a lot more, and now I have more of a phoenix visage when I activate my Aether. I could probably control it in different ways as well, but I mean, they've always said to have one goal in mind before practicing another.
It's very wise.
Amanda goes, "Thank you."
You're a great teacher.
No, I'm not.
No.
Could be.
I absolutely couldn't.
I mean, probably right.
Yeah.
Teaching's not for everyone.
Oh no, I'd rather be on the other end of that, as a student, someone who learns continuously, someone who is used as more of a weapon rather than a leader. I am no true natural born leader. They see me as a leader within the nations, but I'm no leader. I'm just another brat with swords.
The best from what
You have led us here so far.
Because
Well,
I've
not
traveled this route a
unorthodox
lot.
maybe, but
And I've traveled this route a lot, and also, you guys are probably the only way that we can, transfer that much spirit metal across with. So,
mules.
Well, I mean, we have all of it in a pocket.
You know, it's
Can
been
I
a
see
great
it?
trip. We've
Speaking
only
of
died
which-
over 3 times. No!
No. We destroy the crystal lake.
Yeah. Oh, the house explodes in
Sorry,
flames.
Mama G.
Yeah.
not flames.
And lightning.
Earth.
Yep.
Yep.
I forgot what it was.
Lots of earth.
A lot.
Oh no, we're in a cave. You definitely can't open it here.
That's
We're
why it
gonna-
was bad, because we were literally in like a
collapse.
super small cave.
Yeah. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
When the walls started closing in.
What
No.
were you doing?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
It was
It
Augustin.
was,
said
it was
that.
all that guy?
Yeah. It was
Oh
that
man.
guy.
The paper,
Play the footage
I
back.
tried to stop
the
it.
paper towel specifically.
Yeah.
Who are you jointing at?
Yeah. No, yeah, so Manuel is the paper towel, not the skeleton.
No.
Yeah.
Don't ask who the skeleton is. We haven't got
That's
there yet.
Yeah.
Is she back yet so we can move forward?
So she does end up coming out, and you see that she's wearing a long blue robe and a very wide brim, pointy hat. A big, wide brimmed blue witch's hat, and they're both like an aqua blue. They're both like an aqua blue, and you see it has like just a big old like silvery buckle on the hat itself. The robe is long. It like goes down to like her ankles, and then it on her arms it like kind of cuts off right here, right before the wrist ends. And she ends up walking out with her normal cane that she walks with. She goes,
Well, are we ready to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood.
What are we doing?
No.
Oh, that's right. You just woke up. You're Vela, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. My name is Mama J. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, you look afraid, child. Is there something the matter?
She hasn't
No.
eaten this whole time. She's probably
You haven't eaten? Oh, good heavens. Why didn't you tell me, you naughty girl?
She was asleep.
she goes ahead and says,
You hold down right there. Sit down. Sit, sit, sit. I will prepare you food.
you see she goes ahead and just walks inside again.
So again,
Gotta love Mama J.
Yeah.
continue the conversation.
Oh, okay, wow. Interesting. At least she cares somewhat.
I like her. She seems nice.
Vela, are you
Yeah.
okay?
What are we doing?
Ooh, wish we knew.
Yeah, we're still traveling. We still haven't made it to the mines. You passed out when we were in that tree city trying to learn about our Aether. Do you remember any of that?
We tried to wake you.
No, I don't.
What is the last thing you remember?
Going the ritual, I guess.
Yeah. And then you never woke up after that. Well, not until now.
Did the ritual end? Or were you still
I don't remember.
experiencing it?
Do you want to talk about what happened?
I don't remember.
You don't remember anything that happened? The guy said there was some conflict in your soul or whatever. Okay.
Maybe some food will help.
Yeah. So we're gonna go. We're still traveling to figure out our Aether. That's what we're doing. And then eventually drop off the spirit metal and get out of here.
Right.
Yeah. With the forge or whatever.
It's gonna be, yeah. We'll make some kind of spiritual weapons.
Yeah, make bank. No.
We probably just stay down there for a while.
We're doing another ritual right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this one will be different though. I don't think you'll have to worry.
Now that we know our elements, we're gonna open them, apparently.
Oh, do any of us know what her elements are? Because she didn't wake up.
You
We
saw
don't-
you saw the what happened at the start of the ritual. You know that it's water and light.
Okay.
You don't really know how it was manipulated though.
Okay. Great news for you, Vela. We learned that you can control water and light.
Okay.
So, do with that information as you may.
And you're going into water right now.
Yeah, Mama J's a water ether person too, so
Yeah.
she should be a really good teacher for you.
Yeah, that's a good connection. Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna drink the tea.
Okay.
She doesn't know what to say.
So as you're just kind of like, oh boy. Eventually she does come out, and it looks like she's got like a cold sandwich, like a deli sandwich. She ends up walking out with it and kind of just puts it down next to you, and then you see that there's some warm potato wedges next to it as well. Go ahead, eat up, eat up. Reginald, where are you? Come. And she just goes, could you bring her, what is your favorite drink? Water, you need water. Bring her some water, please. And then you see, like a minute later, a beautiful glass crystal cup and a crystal decanter float on next to you, and then just pour water into the cup, place it down next to you, and the decanter sets on the table as well. Good job,
Insight
Reginald.
checker?
Insight checker?
Is this
Yeah.
water?
Okay, what are you trying to insight?
What are her intentions towards us?
Okay.
Good or bad?
Alright, make an insight check.
Okay. I'm rolling with disadvantage because of my point of exhaustion.
Cool beans.
General
Oh
deception.
no, one of them was a natural 20. That would have been so nice.
Oh no.
No. So I haven't had a long rest, huh?
Nope.
Jonah.
Nope.
You got a long rest.
15.
15.
A long
She had a
rest.
long,
How long?
unconscious struggle.
It seems like she doesn't really. She's being genuine. It seems like she is excited that new people are here. You don't sense any motive of of negative intent or ill will towards you all. She seems genuinely excited and kind of wants to care for you right now in this moment.
Don't mess with Mama J.
Start eating. But actually, I'll ask her a question real quick. Are you able to communicate with anyone outside of this area?
What do you mean exactly?
Like, could you send someone a message?
Oh, I could, yes. It might take them a little bit, but yes.
Is it like, would it be like, would you be able to get a response from them, or?
I should be, yes. If they're willing to talk. Is that all? Do you want me to send it now, or?
Later.
Okay. Okay, young one.
And you see she has her robe on still with the big hat, but you see she also has this blue apron on as well. Over that.
I feel like she really likes the color blue.
I
Impossible.
love this aesthetic so much. Like a witch, but make it fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does her blue match my mushrooms?
You're the what, the crystal mushroom that you just got, or
The mushrooms that I have.
yours are like a little like darker on the top, but like on the bottom where it is kind of has that bioluminescence, it's similar.
So we match.
Yours is just a little brighter because yours actually glow.
Very well. You've been very kind to us.
Oh, that are you.
As a gift to you.
Is this from above?
That is from myself.
You grew this yourself.
Yeah.
Where did you get the spore?
I'm always with the spore. Spore's always with me.
Oh.
We have a balance.
A balance. Oh. Gertrude, could you take this over to my garden, please? Thank you.
There's so many names.
Specifically, the mushroom garden. Go ahead and plant it in next to the petunias, please.
Do you have mushrooms like these? And I pull out the crystal mushroom.
Oh yes, those are very common here.
They're very common. I've never seen them before till
Well,
today,
that
so-
one specifically is common. There are other ones that look similar, but they're quite different.
Do they have any special properties to them?
They're crystalline, but they're also living.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Yeah, I can sense the spores within.
You could probably, if you can grow those, you could probably grow that as well.
We will.
So, mushrooms and stuff like that, do you eat those down here? I
Oh,
mean,
you
they just
can.
look so different.
Sharp.
Oh yes, so long ago, this place was this crystalline, but it also had vegetation growing here, and as the crystals eventually grew, they started inhabiting the waters, and within the waters, small crystal particles started to inhabit the water as well, and as creatures and vegetation slowly drank from it, over generations, they started developing more crystalline features, until now you see the crystalline landscape and flora and fauna that you see today. Isn't it
Very
wonderful?
Yeah, very, very interesting, very different.
So you will see fish that look just like crystals for their scales, but on the inside, ooh, bake them in an oven. The crystals actually help keep in the moisture. Oh, it is fantastic.
Then
Sounds delicious.
you can make an oven and cook as fish.
Yeah.
You are talented.
You're great at burning things.
I can create fire really well. Earth is a struggle for me.
Let's learn Earth together. As you can see, it's a struggle for me as well. We all struggle with something.
Yeah, I'm sure we do.
I don't
mean,
care
we know that you
hates
have
us
performance
so
anxiety, Doss. So
Yes, I will. That's well known now. Thank
that's
you.
really rude for you to
I'm
just
owning
bring that up
that.
again like that.
I don't teach you about rope.
Oh,
really, because sure seems like you still do.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's not getting to your head.
And you see Mama J just go,
Hold on. You. Stop being mean to Ben. Ben, stop being a butt.
Yeah, Ben, you
Yes.
gotta listen to
Yeah,
it.
bend the butt.
And you,
oh.
no fighting. No instigating.
I literally haven't done a single thing wrong in my life ever.
make a deception check. A disadvantage because you're wearing literal army gear.
How does that mean I've done something wrong? I'm helping my nation. I'm the good guy.
Fine, then regular
Okay,
deception
well,
check.
The bad guy.
I've already rolled 2.
Well, then go ahead and re-roll
Okay.
and roll 1.
Gosh dang it, they were both really good. Okay.
You're the one who bargained with me.
I forgot I have a -1. 13.
Okay, she clearly knows you're lying. You see her little bent fingers still poking out at
And I'm
you.
still just like,
No instigating. This is a friendly environment.
literally don't know what you're talking about.
We must be kind to each other. If the spirits are kind to us, we must be kind to one another.
Right. Sorry, Ben. I only meant it in jest because I respect you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But also, I would appreciate it if you stopped looking at me like I am a novice at everything.
I think you're well advanced with your Aether abilities, and
Your phoenix is beautiful. Gorgeous.
you are actually a good teacher.
Thank you.
I like your shoes.
He looks down at his boots. Thank you.
He can't wear boots,
As
so
a
he's
psych
just
teacher,
jealous.
what we would call this is a breakthrough.
Wow.
So you're going to school for psychology without
Yeah.
actually saying you go to school for psychology.
I literally started it by saying, as a psych patient.
Yeah. Yes, and you can clearly see she's in a door.
What are you talking about?
This is clearly not a normal room.
I don't know what you're talking
Looks
about.
like my room.
That carpet on the bottom of the wall looks totally normal.
Yeah, yeah. That's what
Every
every
house
house, yeah.
Yeah. Every house has that, not Sunday schools, no, nothing.
No.
No.
So, Jazir, as she ends up going ahead and undoing the apron, folds it up really nicely and neatly, and just kind of puts it down on the table.
Well, I believe we're ready to go now. Have you finished and drank enough?
I think so.
Your face is just covered in food.
Yeah. Yeah. It's smeared all over her
Mayonnaise
mouth.
and mustard everywhere.
Brings out a side blade and cuts the
Yeah. That would be so cute.
side fork. Just
Side spoon.
Yeah.
Size spork!
Well, her side blades are her Aether, which water and light makes lasers. So her side blades are lasers.
Oh.
What if she uses the spife, though?
No. Why would you even speak that name here?
Splife that.
No. Why? Alright, so we're
Split.
going to the lake or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah. Are you strong enough to walk, fella? Do you need a lift?
Am I strong enough to walk?
You're a little weak right now.
I'm already carrying Lucky, so.
You could probably
I can.
walk, but like it's a little.
Lucky doesn't need to be carried.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
I will walk.
Okay, you will have to walk slowly with everybody else.
I picture you holding him like a sad cat. Like he's just like, I might as well be carried. He's like, I can't change this. Yeah.
Turns into a tabaxi.
Yeah.
Of course. So she goes ahead and walks over to you, Vela, and just goes,
Hold on a second. I can help you with your condition.
"Go on." And you see she goes ahead and puts her hand on your shoulder, and you see her eyes glow with this like white light. And you see she goes ahead and taps her staff onto the ground, just very lightly, just a one tap. And as she does that, everything around you blackened everywhere. And you just see right where she hits where the staff was, you just see this little ripple of like a ring of water. Just darkness all around you until you hear her just exhale, and then the fog and the darkness around you lifts away to where it looks like you're on a salt flat, where it's just a very thin water layer, and you just see the sky, beautiful blue sky with white clouds just reflecting off of this crystal clear water. You all hear her say, "Spirits of divine healing and vitality, bless this child." And she slams the staff down, and as she slams it down, you do see this aura around her erupt, and you can visibly see it. It is this like blue aura that looks almost like she is in the middle of a torrent of water. And Vela, you start to feel like you've had a good long rest. You start to feel like you actually had a very filling meal, like you are not deficient in food, water, or sleep. This is considered a long rest for you.
Ah, here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Nice.
The difference between Bella and Abby is night and day.
Yeah.
So, as she ends up doing that, and then she goes, "And spirit of rejuvenation and healing, come to me now," and slams her staff down again. And the water aura still is around her, and you watch like her crooked back just like start to like sit up a little bit more. The wrinkly skin starts to become a little more taut. She's starting to look younger.
A hottie?
Not completely younger.
Absolute bae.
Yeah.
That needs it.
That's the way.
She looks a bit younger now. Not a ton,
Absolute magic.
but she does look a bit younger now. And she just goes, "Well, I believe this will help with the journey. Now come along." And she still uses a cane, but she's not depending on it as much. As the water aura disappears. And all that's left is a small little puddle of water.
Huh. I'm gonna kind of look over at the people traveling with us, like specifically like Amanda, because she knows her the most. Like,
Yeah.
is this normal? Just like a glance to see if she has any like shock or anything on her
You
face.
see she has one single tear.
Oh, not the reaction I was expecting. All right, time to keep walking.
Okay. So you guys continue walking for a bit, and she's kind of walking in like a pretty fast pace. She does look rejuvenated. She looks a little more spry and a little more agile now. So she's continuing to walk with you guys, or leading you guys. So if you guys have any questions for her while she's walking you through.
Has anyone else come in here recently?
We occasionally get some travelers through here, yes. A few have come through, but it has been about a month.
We heard that there was more people that were like us coming in recently.
Yes, they were. Two of them had a similar experience as you did.
Do you have any information on them?
They were also in the explosion. One said they came from the Fey realm, another said from the plane of fire, another the plane of water, and another from the not the Underdark. What was it? The Shadowfell.
It's a terrible place.
Yeah.
No offense.
She wasn't born there.
It seems like a large portion was transferred to the Shadowfell. Majority.
And that's where we ended up.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, glad you made it over here.
Yeah, went from one dark place to another.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it.
She's just kind of looking up at the crystals just glittering across. She goes,
It's... You get used to the light. It's better than the total darkness. I'd rather live with constant light than total darkness.
Really?
Yes. Total darkness seems like it would be a really drab and honestly quite annoying to produce light all the time.
But every time you're in total darkness, you can dream.
Oh, that's what closing your eyes is for, young one.
You don't need to if you're in darkness.
Well, my cottage has windows that can close with blinds. I am fine.
she continues to walk.
That thing you did back there for Villa.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for that. How did you do that? What is?
So I commanded the spirits of healing, vitality, and nourishment, and commanded that their powers be used for a different reason.
And you look younger and more fit.
Yes.
So, will we learn how to do that? Will spirits be able to help us in that way?
Maybe. It all depends on how you use your Aether. As you start to grow and use your Aether over time, it will take on one of a few different attributes. One that will propel you forward more. Will you be one that is focused more on attacking? Then you'll produce ones that are more for that. If you're one more on defense, well, similar. And there's ones like me who are perceptive, ones who have a spirit awareness and command over them. And then there's the rare one, force of will. That one you can propel your own self, your own force of will outwards. And should it be weaker than someone else who is propelling theirs, why, you will always lose. People who have a strong enough force of will with their Aether attributes tend to be kings and queens and people of power and people who have power, whether that be political or just strength.
I see. So the will to command the spirits has an effect on the power that you can draw from them.
Exactly. My relationship is purely to the spirits. Their relationship with me is they help me and I help them. And when I need help, they will be there. But if I need to be helping them, I will be there for them. That is my purpose. I am here to guide you all.
What would the spirits need help with?
Sometimes they need help resolving conflicts. The spirits are much older than you all. Not all of them. There are some that are very young, much like this one here. Fully sentient, fully aware, but quite young. Not enough power yet to command any domain of their own. If you see a spirit, and only one of you sees it, that spirit is choosing for you to see it. But if all of you see it, that must mean it is either a very powerful spirit that wants you all to see it, or it is a weaker spirit trying to entrap you.
How can you tell the difference?
Well, it's generally the aura around it. So, newer people...
So the aura that we can't see.
Yes.
Got it.
Exactly.
Learn how to see this.
Oh, you will, you will. You just need to learn how to focus your Aether to your eyes. That is what we call the Aether eyes.
You see, she's still walking. So, anything else? Okay. So, walking along into this cave, you are starting to see it leads into this long tunnel, and you are walking for a good like 30 minutes, and it leads into these different types of corridors, and you're starting to see these script along the walls themselves, and it's in what languages do you guys actually speak?
Like none. Common and Elvish.
Nope.
Is the only thing I speak.
Deep speech, druidic, and Loxodon.
Okay.
Common, infernal, abyssal, and celestial.
Okay.
Common, Elvish, and Undercommon.
Okay.
Celestial, Common, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
Oh, it's not abyssal, it's underdark. It's the underdark.
Undercommon? Okay.
Celestial.
So who speaks Celestial? Okay, Celestial, and then you said you spoke.
Deep speech, druidic, and Loxodon. And common.
It is a mixture of Celestial, Deep Speech, and something else. It's less of like a written script and more of the symbols that are used in those. It looks like it's almost like actually both of you guys, roll me a d20, and for you, Cal, make this a religion check, you a nature check.
I also speak Celestial.
Okay, yeah, then go ahead and make me a religion check as well.
17.
17.
Ooh. Get it, Abby, 17.
I can try. Hang on. Let me. Okay, so that's a 17 plus 3.
Oh.
Hey!
20 total.
Okay,
20 total, but still 17.
Still 17.
Still 17.
17.
But
so,
20.
so all of you guys know that these are associated generally with like warding. These are signs of warning and warding. So continual path down into these tunnels, into these caverns is a taboo. It is something that is frowned upon and something that is basically, it's the equivalent of turn back now or impending doom. For you, Vela, since you rolled a 20, as you're looking at these, you're starting to see a little bit of the script almost stand out to you in recognition of them. It is saying, essentially, yes, stay away, but if you have the calling, you are welcome.
What does that say for
Nothing
Seamus and Cal? Are they coming with us?
No,
Oh, okay.
they have not ventured in.
They know their place.
Mama J,
Yes?
is there something we should be worried about with the scripture on the walls?
Oh, that's just to keep bad people out.
Okay, good thing they stayed back.
This is a holy place. Are you calling Ben? Oh, not Ben. Ooh, that was a close one. Ben, it's okay, darling. I didn't get you confused with them. I did.
Oh, Jay, this is a
We
safe
will
space.
tell. Thank you.
They're not here.
No, Kella and Jameson do not have their Aether soul awoken, so it is not kind of them to enter into such a sacred place.
What would happen if they did?
Well, the spirits might get angry, and we don't want that.
Alright.
So she goes ahead and continues to walk in. And as she walks in, you see that there is a large bronze statue of what looks like a nine-tailed fox, but wherever the tips of the tails end, it almost looks like a different, like serpentine head almost.
Sounds familiar.
And it is a beautiful, like, crafted statue. And you see like different bits of like the crafted fur on it. It looks almost like it's like wisps heading upwards, like almost like it is itself a spirit. but made of bronze. She goes ahead and walks up to it, and there's a little pot out in front, and she goes ahead and puts in some incense into it and starts to ignite it and slowly let it burn. She just kind of bows her head to it. Thank you for your safe passage. Good boy. She just pets the statue. And it is on a large pedestal, and the pedestal itself kind of goes to the center of her chest, and it continues upwards. So she kind of pets the paw.
Can I roll a history check or something to see if I recognize this
Sure.
statue at all? I'm just curious if
Sure.
it's something that
Are you proficient in history?
No.
Okay.
But that is an 18.
18. You never heard of this specifically? You know that statues that are crafted like this and in weird, bizarre locations tend to be for some religious practice somehow. I mean, the best you can surmise of why this might be here, this could be a guardian deity.
Yep. And then her interaction with that makes sense. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, yeah.
Okay. So, as you guys continue a little bit past, she just goes, make sure to just bow your head in thanks and verbally thank as well.
Thank you for your protection.
Thank you for the safe passage, guarding overs.
So,
And I pat his foot too, like she.
Oh.
As you go to pat it, she goes, ah, da, 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 and sticks her cane right. No touch.
Very well.
As I walk past it, I bow and say thanks. Is there a nameplate?
What languages do you speak again?
Just common and Elvish, so I probably won't be able to read whatever's there.
There is script.
There
Is
is
there a
script, I
nameplate?
just can't read
Huh?
Is there a nameplate?
There
it.
is.
Okay.
There is a nameplate, but there.
I cannot read
What
it,
you assume
yes.
is a nameplate. There's something scrawled into the pedestal itself.
What does it say?
What languages are you speaking in?
Common, undercommon, celestial, and infernal.
Nope.
Nope.
It says maiden grim thing.
Deep speech.
Should have known.
Nope. Do any of you speak the elemental languages?
No. Primordial. No.
Okay. Then none of you read this.
Now we know it's in primordial.
So, you guys continue past the statue a bit, and behind it you see that there are 3 tunnels that continue outwards. Yes.
I actually wanted to try something.
Okay.
She's been saying that we need to use our Aether eyes, to practice that.
Mm-hmm.
So can I try to do that on the statue?
Okay. What are you envisioning?
The things I've been doing in my hands, I just kind of want to put that energy into my eyes, because you should focus it onto your specific point in your body.
Okay. Roll me a d20 and go ahead and add. Let's see,
It's
what
like
is
17.
Yeah, so you produce, because it would be a +3 for this one.
Okay.
You end up producing light around your eyes to the point where it's blinding. And you're you have to even though you close your eyes, it's still bright. Because the light is reflecting off of your eyes onto the eyelids, back to your eye. It's a nightmare. You eventually stop it, but your eyes now have spots all in it. It
You
hurts.
had a bright glowing eyes.
I tried.
Yeah. You guys look back because you just see a rave behind you, and you just see light coming out from Cal's eyes.
Do not try what she told us to try. It hurts.
What did you do?
I tried to focus my stuff on my eyes.
Why don't you wait till after you get dunked in the water, or whatever it's gonna
Okay,
happen.
I'll do it. I want to see if there's a difference once I get in there.
Alright, okay,
Jeez.
alright.
You're not taking this seriously. I don't see you trying,
Yeah, Susie, how is he supposed to learn if he doesn't try it now?
right?
I
Yeah.
guess you have a point. I don't know.
It happens sometimes.
You
The
know,
last time
personally,
is-
I would be more focused on doing what she's telling us to do right now.
mean, right now we're just walking.
Yeah. In a spooky cave that's supposed to be considered holy.
This whole place has been a spooky cave.
Your mom's a spooky cave. So does Zir.
So it is here.
Let's get back.
Give me 1 second.
Sorry.
Spooky cave. I'm gonna.
You just destroyed your whole character.
Alright.
You have to make a new one.
I explode
So-
from that comment.
As you guys are continuing into this path, which takes you on the leftmost pathway, and we're gonna take a break real quick.
Oh.
Yes. We will catch you guys in just a little bit. We will see you after the break.
No.
And welcome back. So, you guys continued into this leftmost tunnel. Inside, though, is like the same like gemstones that were on the ceiling are now started to kind of light the way in this tunnel, but they look more crafted. They look more purposeful in kind of a pattern. It looks like along the sides of it are those little crystals, but they're smaller and they're more tamed, but they still have that glow to them. And along the ceiling, you see that there's these like intricate tile workings almost out of the crystals, but just out of the growth of them. It looks like they naturally grew out and then were shaved and crafted to look into this mosaic tile pattern across the ceiling. And walking into here, you see it's a semi-small chamber, not much bigger than this room. And you see in the center of it is this like rock structure. It looks like it probably had some sort of shape and form long ago, but has slowly just been deteriorated away. And you see that just a small trickle of water just falling from the ceiling on top of it. And it looks like it has just slowly eroded it away over time. But there is a small little water basin pool below it. Mama J approaches. Well, welcome to the spring. Now, please, go ahead and take off your shoes. You don't want to get right in the water. No. Take off your shoes and the outer layer of your clothing. Like if you have a cloak on or something, go ahead and just take that off. Same with like your armor
And drop it
pieces.
Oh.
I've got a loincloth and that's it. So it's
Yeah.
attached, so it's just boom.
If you have a like a one piece or like or just one whole thing, you don't need to take it off. But if you have armor or anything that is extra weight or extra baggage, just take it off.
Do I have to?
Yes. We must respect the spirit that guards this place.
I will be the last person.
Okay. You see Amanda and Ben have not. They haven't taken off anything.
Well, they already did this. They don't need to do it again.
That's fair.
I'm taking mine off. And I'm gonna leave my cloak on.
Okay. She goes, oh no. Cloak off too.
But you said one tight clothing, one normal clothing.
Oh.
I don't have underwear.
Oh, if you have armor or another thing draping you and protecting you from things, take it off. It's dirty.
Okay.
This is not a place to be cleaning
Already
your
thinking
clothing or
of-
armor in here. This is not for cleaning your armor or clothing.
No, I'm guessing I have a loincloth.
I mean, if you would like to go nude, I mean, you can, but I wouldn't want to see that. I don't think other people here want to see that.
Except for black. Anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway. Well, it's a little late for that now, so.
She's like, don't get fully naked. You've been standing there for like 12 minutes already. You're all, oh man.
I didn't know elephants had two trunks.
Oh.
No.
Why
is one so small?
Wait, is that so?
notes. Everybody's looking. It's cold in here. All right.
You got a tuba up top, trumpet down below.
Bugle.
Bugle.
Is that the first song you got to?
More like a kazoo.
No, it's 'cause the
So
flag
we go in the water!
So
No!
you-
No, we're going in the water!
I can hear the dripping.
No, we're going in the water!
Is that coming from the statues?
None of this is happening. We're going into the water.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Bella goes in.
Lots of editing.
Okay, Bella goes in. Cool, cool.
No, last
Oh.
or far behind the others because she's freaked out.
Okay. Who goes in first?
I'll do it.
Okay. You walk in and it almost feels like it has a slight gel-like feel to it almost.
Oh, it's thick water.
It's
Oh.
completely clear, but like walking through it, it has like a very faint gel-like texture.
It's like hand sanitizer.
Kind of, yeah.
Mm.
It
Does it,
stings.
yeah, does it sting like his sanitizer?
No, you're like, oh, I didn't know I had to cut there.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it feels like fresh, clean water, like that like nice, cool and fresh water like hitting your skin, but it has that gel-like texture.
Okay.
What do? You just sit in it? Because it's not like a super deep pool.
What did she tell me? Did she just say go in?
Yeah, basically.
So just go in.
For you, it goes to like probably a little bit past your knees. For everybody else, it like go to your waist.
My backwards knee.
Does she want all of us to go in at the same time? Or is it like a one at a time?
She didn't really say.
Well,
Do
there's
we
that-
all get in now?
Oh yes, whoever's going to be. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in.
Are you?
I guess once I finally get all of my armor off.
Okay.
I have a lot of pieces, I think.
Even your long pink.
It's very much that rogue or not rogue, yeah, kind of rogue mentality of like all your weapons, deposit them here, dagger.
Yes,
dagger,
yeah, 20 minutes later I'm
dagger.
still pulling weapons
Yep.
and armor off. Yeah,
Like
I
that's
like
what's
it.
happening.
And they're
right
like,
now.
all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
I said all of them.
Ah.
Pulls out
Oh,
bugle.
shit.
Dang it.
Yeah, I gotta get the razor blade out of my ponytail.
Exacto.
Susie would be the type to put a razor blade in her hair.
Yeah.
She 100%
That's
would.
why I said it.
So, you guys end up all going in. I'm assuming Lucky and Bella are last.
It's the shadow.
Well, I'm still carrying Lucky, so.
Well, Lucky has to disrobe and take off the armor.
Oh.
He doesn't wear armor. Oh, he,
Yeah.
The cloak, that's right.
yeah.
I don't even have a cloak. I have like an open vest.
He's naked.
Take off the vest then.
The only thing he's got on him is the blood on his fists.
I have like an open
Oh,
vest.
those are
and
next,
bandana.
remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lucky doesn't have
So,
hands.
While everybody's doing that, I'm just gonna sit down in the water
Okay.
and just kind of meditate.
Okay. It's nice and cooling in here. It feels very relaxing and comfortable.
When Bella does, I'm gonna watch for when Bella gets in if anything happens.
Okay. So who gets in last? It would be the question between the two of you.
After you?
Water's not my thing, so go ahead.
Come on, Lucky, it's not that deep.
I'm just,
This is like bath time, remember?
what?
Amanda just goes, Lucky, I know you're afraid of the water, but dude, seriously, just go in. No, go.
Okay,
She should towel with
at the same time, we can.
There's no
go in at the
swimming
same time.
involved. You just stand.
Whatever. I just
You can hold my hand, but I'll
sleep my way over. You know, like just standing on the edge, not really wanting to take that step in. It's like the last friend to like jump into the pool.
Okay.
Do you dip your toe in all dramatically first?
I'm just gonna just stand there looking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All the way in, Lucky.
It's fine, Lucky. There's nothing deep enough for you to drown in.
You just hear her go, push him in, and you see her sword, her purple one, launch out, and then turning into the leopard, just and pounces your back. You just start push him in, and you go, what? And then boom, as you splash into it.
Oh, it's cold. It's cold.
But the thing is, since it's gel-like, you smack,
Oh no!
and then you sink in.
See, it's not even
Oh,
water.
so-
And you, as the panther smacked you in, you watched as like the paws were about to touch the water, and immediately reared back and like got back onto the shore.
Oh,
bank.
it doesn't want to touch the water. I don't like that
And
we're in
just-
water that it doesn't want to touch.
And just is now kind of looking back at the water, and just kind of walks back, and
They took the panther in.
turns back into the sword.
the other sword.
I will quickly walk into the pool after that. Like, nope.
You're
Okay.
like, I don't want to get pushed.
As you were like, you looked and saw the whole thing. You saw her like draw the red blade just slightly, just like just barely peeking out of the sheath, like enough to where it could be like ignite and launch out if it needed to. Okay, so you just go in the pool.
Go in.
Okay. So, as you guys are all sitting within this pool, you see Mama J walk over and just go, well, it has been a little bit since we've had guests in here. Great Spirit, may you show yourself. And you guys see, standing on top of that center statue, what looks like the statue out in that main area. You see the 9 tails with these like spirit-like dragon and serpentine heads, just kind of almost like the tails themselves are kind of like a hydra. And you see, just standing there proud, is this white-furred, spirit-looking fox, and you see these like little wisps of like white essence kind of drifting off of it that turns to blue and then evaporates out. And you see, kind of near like where the chest is, there's this like little swirl that starts off white and then ends into like a blue wisp as well. And you see the same pattern where the eyebrows would be, and then like kind of on the head, this like long wispy essence drifting off as well. And just standing there proud and just kind of looking around at all of you. And you feel the immediate pressure of something far older than anyone in this cave, and something far greater in power. You just feel that weight just bearing down onto you as it appears. Your mind's trying to process seeing a great spirit as it just is looking around at all of you, and then looks up at her. They wish to be blessed. They wish for their Aether to awaken and to be more aligned with the Aether and its ebb and flow. They ask for your blessing. You see the spirit just stand. It's sitting down and very proud and regal. And you see it stand and leap off of this pedestal and now just walking along the edge of this bank. And it is a very large fox. Bigger than both of you. And it's just walking, and every step that it takes, you see that it's left behind with this like blue, almost like fire that just like in its wake after every step, and just walking by every single one of them. And you see as it passes by Ben and Amanda, it does take notice of them and kind of just stare at them for a few seconds and look down at the swords and keep walking.
Like, did it seem like disapproving or?
Make an insight check.
7.
Hard to tell.
Dang, man's spirit has.
Did he
really-
mutter anything like? Or anything?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was really hoping
I
he
sense the
would.
burning of threads within you.
But
You have
but
great burning ability.
You see the tails just kind of drifting behind it. Each with that's like serpentine and scaled. This like blue spirit face, just kind of at the tips of the tails, and then just kind of stops as it stops in front of you. It just stands looming over you as you're kind of in this water pool, and he watches it. Takes a step into the pool, and as it takes a step into the pool, that gel-like formation turns into this like glowing puddle that instead turns like to be regular water, and takes another step in. And as it continues to go into this pool, you see that gel-like formation is now this crystal clear water all throughout, and now it has this faint white glow to it.
Huh.
And walks over to you, and you see the tails themselves looming behind it, kind of like a shadow. Just stares down towards you. You see the paw reaches out towards you and just puts its paw like right onto your head.
I try my best not to flinch, but probably like as it first touches, I like flinch definitely a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah, what does it feel like?
You don't feel like a physical connection. Like it's not physically there, but you do feel like there is.
Oh my gosh, is it like when a bug is crawling on you and you brush it off and then like there's no bug, but 3 seconds later you feel like a bug crawling on
Yep.
you? Okay, got it.
Yeah, and it ends up being a hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like a phantom presence, basically, kind of drifting, and you feel it just barely. That's a really good way to describe it, actually.
Yes, thank you.
And it just closes its eyes as it's now just starting to, what it looks like, assess you.
I also close my eyes.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, is this helping? I don't know.
You guys
I
watch.
don't know.
You guys watch these black flames ignite around her. You see the tips of its tails ignite in the same black flames that have like almost like
This is
a
my
feather-like
jar story.
formation. They have like a feather-like formation with the flames themselves. Every wisp that falls off looks like it turns into a feather before disappearing.
Ooh.
And you have that aura around you, and your eyes open, and you see this black flame igniting around you.
Whoa.
You feel a cold warmth. Like it's a warmth that is like deep within, something that is a presence that feels like it should not be there. You feel almost as if there's like this feeling of something under your skin just kind of like crawling almost. It's not a pleasant feeling. And you feel just tingling all throughout your body. It's a experience for sure. You feel that just like that rupture in you, and the flames subside, but that feeling, that tingling sensation does not stop. And you feel this like cold chill over you now.
Yeah. She's definitely gonna like break the like unfazed visage she's had, is like just kinda like out of breath, like, oh my gosh, like probably itching her arms, like, oh that ooh. Just okay, alright, okay.
And the paw
Are you okay?
proceeds.
Oh.
Did it
Oh,
burn
my
you?
veins feel weird.
You were like
Your
Covered in
vein?
black flame.
Oh, I got bugs in my skin.
How do you feel your veins?
Oh, you're gonna feel them. You're
You got
gonna
something.
feel them.
No, it's.
Is it?
Oh no, never mind. It's a shadow.
It's a
You're-
You see, it goes ahead.
Spider. Oh.
Oh,
You see, it walks over to you, Daw. And very similar paw rests onto your head.
I can feel it.
Yeah,
I hate spiders.
I won't have any bugs in my
No
skin.
spiders. No
As
bugs.
you were sitting there, just kind of meditating on this, the paw touches onto you. Your eyes close, and you see around Daw these like stalagmites, just almost like drills, start to appear out of the water, like from the water surface itself, and just spin upwards. And you see blooming off of it are these stone-like mushrooms that have a different bioluminescent glow onto them, that just are now starting to glow, just like, and have a very slight hum to them.
Ooh.
I try to match their hum, just with the hum on my own.
Make a performance check.
Yeah. Gotta hit the same frequency,
Yeah.
you know.
Two.
No.
Performance. I am very performant.
You were minus.
That'll be a 1.
Oh.
Nice.
A dirty one.
Dirty
I'm
one.
like,
Yeah, basically.
totally off.
Yeah, it's like this ethereal, beautiful humming, and yeah, you're like.
I sound just like it. Watch, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it down.
It's like the difference between like the Halo opening and like Mongolian throat singing. Like
I love you.
Country boy, I love you.
That is what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what you're doing right now.
Wonderful.
It's 2
Like,
days out.
I take like a scoot away from you.
Oh, we'll start.
So yeah.
But I feel it. I
Okay.
feel like I'm in tune.
Mhm. And very much similar, you feel that same tingling sensation. It's
Skin bugs.
uncomfortable.
My ears just kind of fold back.
Yep.
And Trump rolls up.
Yeah, skin bugs.
Yeah.
Is
Does it go away?
A little
Is
bit.
Augustus in here?
Does the same with Augustus. But this one you see the
Oh, Augustus would 1,000% be fully naked too.
oh absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
he
He doesn't
was
even
like,
have a
he's
skin.
like water. Say no more.
And then he cuts a finger off, just for good measure.
You guys see what looks like this this deep like black swamp like kind of essence start to just like permeate around him,
Mm.
and almost like it's like slowly dripping upwards, almost as if it's like a tar pit with zero gravity, and it's just like
Huh. Interesting.
and just kind of in a stasis around him. As you just see it slowly fades away, and he also just
Yeah, skin bugs.
or sorry,
Yeah, just the one.
He feels it on his phantom arm.
yeah,
She thought the phantom.
Yep.
Oh.
the Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
As he's
he
kind of
bites
like,
skin bugs.
as he's like kind of like doing that a little bit, you see what looks like a little bit of sand just like before it disappears. Who wants to do next?
Whoever wants.
See.
All right, I'll roll 1d6. 1,
Did
2,
you not
3.
decide anything? You're, oh, let's see. 12.
So, walks
It was
up to you,
inconclusive.
and as it walks up to you, it kind of turns its head and puts the paw forward. And as it puts the paw forward, you see almost like this essence, like a dark energy, strike back at the palm as it just pushes past that and just breaks past
Does it hurt?
that aura. It doesn't hurt, but you do feel that force of something pushing against you. And the paw rests upon your head. In a very similar way, you see this this dark energy erupt out from you, and in the center of it, this light that just starts to grow, and you see half of it is this beautiful light, and in this other one is this deep, deep darkness. And it looks like in the center of it, they are trying to control and bend each other into this weird yin-yang that just starts to kind of just swirl into on itself, almost like two black holes colliding. It's an interesting experience, but again, bugs under the skin as that fades away. Alright, next up. That's right, I rolled a d4 for these ones. Bella.
I don't want this. I don't want to do this.
The spirit walks.
I not be here.
You see the spirit walks up to you, and it has a presence in terms of an ancient presence similar to Endolin. Not in the same creepy manner of like a fear that you should have, but of a respect, of a reverence in age, in knowledge, and in just being an ancient being. You still have that inherent awe that can be interpreted as fear, as reverence, but that pressure is still remaining. It is an ancient being, it seems.
She just takes a step back. Definitely registering as fear.
Okay. Are you standing in the pool or are you sitting in the pool?
I'm standing in the pool.
Okay. It's face to
Isn't that
face.
what we were doing?
It is face to face with you. Everybody's sitting.
I'm sitting. I was crisscross applesauce.
We've been
I'm gonna
sitting.
face down in the pool.
Lucky has not moved an inch. Oh,
Lucky's
the
drowning.
bubbles kind of stopped. Maybe we should do something
Maybe
about
it is
that.
deep enough. Oh,
The bubbles, they're not bubbles like, they're bubbles like,
We're like,
Yeah.
yeah, but still they stopped and he's still face down.
He's fine.
Yeah, I don't think she was comfortable enough to sit down in the first place.
it's standing face to face with you. Its head looming over your own, but it's looking down at you face to face.
Very afraid.
Okay. What do you do?
She had just taken a step back. I think her thoughts are just racing with what
Okay.
just happened.
Do you take it? Do you
I don't
try to
know.
get out of the pool?
I think she might, yeah. I don't think she wanted to be in there in the first place, and with the warning her dad gave her.
Okay. You take a step out of this pool, and as your foot takes the step out, you just see it just immediately give you a warning. Aggression. And you see the tails themselves are now pointed and looking at you, all 9 of them. And just staring at you as you take that step out.
I just look at Amanda.
You see Amanda look like surprised, and you see the old lady, Mama J, kind of take a step forward assertively. It looks like she understands that there is some sort of conflict and is being there in case something happens. She's not aggressive towards you at all.
Yeah.
She is looking at the spirit and is very much in a do not touch her, don't you dare kind of a sternness with her.
I'll grab the necklace and slowly step back in, but not looking at the spirit at
Okay.
all. She's physically shaking.
Okay.
She's very afraid.
So, as you take your step back in, that the fur on it, settles back down again. It's no longer showing teeth, and that faint aggression that it was showing fades, and the tails just kind of drift back behind it and just waving gently once again. And then she just goes, I think you should take a sit.
Like, slowly sit down on, like,
She goes,
kneel.
it's all right, I'll protect you. This mean old spirit can't stop me. No, sir. Okay, so you end up sitting down all the way?
Yeah.
Okay. It's still looming over you now even further. But you see its paw reach up and approach towards you and go ahead and try to touch your forehead again. Much like everybody else. And with you, your eyes close as you're trying not to look at it. And you guys see what looks like almost like these different geometric shapes just start to appear around her. Almost like it's different geometric shapes, but you can see what looks like these beautiful starscapes of like galaxies and nebulas, novas. You see that these like purple and gold and white and blue cosmic clouds just kind of within these drifting. And you see there's a large one at her center that almost looks like a mirror. That you see what looks like a shooting star just getting very close and getting much larger and brighter. Only you guys see this. She does not.
Huh.
And you see all of these different shapes that look like they're almost like mirrors. Like different looking glasses looking into the galaxies.
Oh, that's so aesthetic, though.
And you see there is one that looks like
Yeah.
a very, very bright light, like a sun almost, and then a very cold and dark shape, like a moon. Stopping, and you see this eclipse. As you see another moon, with the sun in the center and 4 moons, 2 and 2. You see this beautiful eclipse radiating, and you see that shooting star, that comet, passes in front of all of those before stopping and shining like a bright beacon. So bright. To the point where you see her eyes open and shoot open unintentionally. They have this bright blue light, almost like the fire of a star, just emanating outwards.
Yeah, I'm an anime protagonist.
I'm the NPC.
I knew it.
This whole time.
You see her white hair
My
flowing.
hair was a dead giveaway.
You see her white hair
Yes.
flowing and kind of just in this empty liminal space. The paw recedes back from it, but the effect still stays. And you see, looking at those markings, those ring markings, you see them glow blue in the very same color. Those rings that you had from the Shadowfell. They glow in that same color of her eyes, and you watch them shatter.
Oh.
You broke it! Now you can murder people!
I killed Mama J.
Yeah.
Where's my...
We start attacking.
I like that you said that, like, we start attacking.
Yeah, we start.
What a dancer.
Oh my gosh, out of context, this probably sounds so bad. Oh my gosh, first of all.
Yay!
Your roommates love you.
Yeah.
So
You're fine, you're
as
fine.
those bracelets shatter And now you're like, okay, your consciousness returns to you, and the mirrors themselves, they all vanish as well. You look and you see it's broken. And you see in its stead, you see on your wrist, this crescent moon shape. Just on your wrist now.
Ooh.
Sweet tap.
Mhm.
You go to, and you're like, that's weird. And you notice on your other wrist, this star-like formation, almost like a diamond formation, but it's elongated to be a star. There's 4 points.
Oh, do I see, looking at these, do I see the marks on the, like, on my hands? From the ritual, like the puppet string little marks, or?
Where they attach themselves,
Yeah.
you see what looks like just very faint prick marks. Occasionally you feel almost like a phantom string just kind of tug at your skin a little.
You go, whoa!
Whoa, sick moves.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm not doing this!
It's like Tasha's hideous laughter.
Basically.
Irresistible dance.
I just kind of like look at it and I go. I'm feeling a little awkward at the
Okay.
display.
And now you have the skin bugs.
Yeah.
And I have the skin bugs.
Have my skin bugs gone away?
They faded a little, but you still feel that
But
tingle.
I'm still like a phantom skin bug now. Like,
Spider here. It's the Phantom Menace.
stop lying to me.
Phantom troop.
Phantom bugs.
Do you want them to come after us?
Always.
Okay.
Oh, don't like that sentence.
She started singing some copyright infringement
Oh,
song
yes.
that is from a company that loves to do copyright infringement.
Yes.
Copyright
Just like the a Mickey shaped sniper.
Yep. Yeah.
We see like a red laser on your forehead. Happy now.
It's a laser pointing in Mickey.
Yeah, I was about to say. That's a hidden Mickey you'll never expect.
You'll never see it coming.
Hottest hidden Mickey you'll ever see.
Oh my gosh. That's the hidden Mickey you'll remember for the rest of your life. What?
The clapping.
Okay.
Get rid of copyright.
Fair.
Bless you.
Oh, good. Alright. And same effect lasts, the tingle. And it walks up to the last one here. Lucky.
He like pulls you out of the
Mid-ground.
water.
You see the tails themselves, they flip you up out of the water and like push you back sitting down. You
See, I told you he was drowning.
Just breathe.
Just drink the water.
you go to like inhale like that, but the weird thing is you were still breathing, but you tried not to breathe, but you could still breathe under this water. So you didn't drown. You felt like you were drowning, but you didn't.
No, not breathable water.
Breathable water.
H2O2.
Mm-hmm.
I hear the CIA.
Lots of
talking
oxygen.
on the floor.
Alright. So, as you now are the next subject in this, the paw goes to reach down, and before it touches, it recedes. The paw rests back.
Take a shower.
And you see that same pressure. This time, not in aggression like it showed Vela, but in presence, in a show of power almost. You just all feel this wave erupt out from this creature. You see the tails themselves are now pointed back at Lucky. The eyes themselves narrowed in. Not showing teeth, but showing presence. As this echo, this force of will is pressing and pushing down on you all. You all feel like you have like 30-pound sandbags just on your chest. Like it is a pressure you have not felt.
It's not a good combo with the skin bugs.
No, it's not. As it's now just staring back at you, this pressure emanating. And what do you do, Lucky?
Oh, I am sinking into the water trying to hide.
Okay. As you're trying to sink into the water, you see the ripples around the water around you erupt outwards as well. Like this wave is clashing with its wave. And they're in a battle. And you're looking out at this wave that's emanating off of you. Just this. And you do now start to see these sparks of this green aether energy just as the two presents are connected and forcing themselves for dominance over the other. And Lucky, you make me go ahead and roll me a d20 for me, Lucky, and add 2. 15? You see in the center of this what looks as almost like a palm, like a hand, just at the very center of this chaos on your end. And just as soon as it happened, you just hear, "I command thee to stop!" And just boom, slams her staff down. And very much the same way, a force of will emanates out from hers. Yours cast away immediately. As you are literally pushed backwards. And you see the wolf, or the fox creature also takes a stand and kind of like bears down to try to defend against this. And you look over at her and you see her hair is now rising around her. This aura of water, this torrent at her feet spinning in extreme rapid motion. Her staff glowing with that green aether energy. She is commanding the spirits right now. "I command you to stand down. They are young. They have no idea what you are. They have no idea what you can do. They have no idea what respect they should show for you. So, no violence towards these young buds."
We're buddies.
As she's just like now staring back at this wolf creature. He's just staring back. The tails themselves also are like the mouths of these snake-like creatures are agape, and the eyes on those ones are also glowing. As it's this force of will of these spirits. You just hear her go, "Prometheus," and just hold up her hand, and you see in her hand appearing is this energy. Another spirit, it seems. Just of this red energy until ignites in a blazing nova in her hand, almost just engulfing her entire fist. "I said stop." You see the presence fade away. You see the ears fold back as she just releases her palm in that flame. And the presence around her also fades. But you see in the ground around her is this almost like a laser cut circle of where the water was, of where that torrent spinning around her was. Mama J was not messing around.
Try to kill Mama J.
Okay, we won't try to kill you.
Yeah, we can no longer try to kill Mama J.
You guys, plans
That
off.
is off the table now.
As she just goes, good, good, good. Beautiful. Now, please continue the ritual. This young bud needs to bloom. And you see it kind of just look over at her, the ears still kind of back as they rise back up again. And walks over to you now, Lucky. And you notice its form is slightly smaller now.
He's scared.
As it goes ahead and puts its paw onto your forehead, and you see that energy just like start to resist and then give in as the palm touches your forehead. And in this, Lucky, you see this light just start to emanate off of Lucky. It's beautiful. It almost has like an aurora look as this light is refracting onto the very air itself. It's like mist around him. You see parts of him just like kind of glimmer almost. It's very pleasant. You see what looks almost like a robe made of like this like glistening light just kind of almost embrace him and just fade away just as soon as it appeared. The paw recedes once again, and it goes ahead and takes a few skip-like steps before leaping back up onto the stone. And just starts to stare at all of you. Bows its head and closes its eyes as it just fades away from existence. The water itself turning gelatinous once more.
Oh. Oh, I should have gotten out while it was still water. Oh my gosh. That was so gross. Are we like allowed out now?
She walks up to the water and then she just taps it with her staff and it kind of ripples a little bit. And where you got that water on you that like kind of turned gelatinous, it just like drifts back in.
Oh, she takes off the jello. Okay. So nice.
You may exit now.
It's interesting.
I feel like we're all very quick to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, skin bugs. Oh gosh. Oh, that was terrible.
She goes, well, I assume that was as good for you as it was for me.
Yeah, that was
Is that
great.
what
Not
normally
what I expected.
happens?
That was great.
And you see Amanda goes, not quite like that. I mean, I had spirits kind of look at me, but other than that, no. I mean, they touched my forehead in a very similar way, but that was weird.
Yeah, so that wasn't normal.
She goes, and then you see Mama J go, oh, not normal for most.
Lucky, are you okay?
I don't know.
It seemed like that effect that happened was out of Lucky's control completely.
Why did you resist?
I didn't.
You weren't fighting back on purpose?
No.
His natural fortitude is too powerful.
God, I couldn't get through my unarmored defense.
He's mentally strong.
Are we sure about that? I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
Well, not intelligently strong.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
Will.
That makes sense.
Does Bella look changed, or Just the tattoos?
Just the tattoos.
And do we see those?
Yeah, they're not
Mhm.
black though. They're like a beautiful blue and textured color to them.
Oh my gosh, like a glitter tattoo?
Kind of.
Vela got tattoos out of this.
Vela has cool glitter tattoos,
cool.
and I'm so actually jealous.
So, as you guys are getting out of this pool, and she just goes ahead and like peels off the rest of it. Yes.
Question, since we mostly not have armor on, back when we were first getting in tune with our Aether, we had starts of runes
Yep.
marks. What does that look like now?
You are starting to see growth on those.
Okay.
Because you haven't really been checking lately.
No.
There is a significant amount of growth.
Wow. Does it look like full, like, almost like a full, like, spell or something?
Not a spell, but it does look like things are connecting. Nothing is like a perfect picture. It's like a puzzle that's missing like half of the pieces.
Is it on my arm? Where is it?
For you, yes.
Yeah, okay.
For you, it is on your arm, and it looks like a puzzle, but a lot of the pieces are still missing.
Okay.
Like you're starting to see things that look like they connect, but also not at all.
Interesting.
For me, it's on my chest and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yours is your tusks. And then for Vela, I forgot where Vela's was.
Or within her hex room.
That's right. hmm And then Lucky's was on his arms as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fighters.
And then Augustus had his spell scroll start to have some that appeared.
It's on the arm that got cut off.
Yes, it was.
They're like,
So-
we're gonna put it there, but
Yeah,
she goes,
they transferred.
after you guys end up getting out and cleaned up and start to like put your armor back on and your clothing, she just goes, "Now let's go back and have some dinner. Does that sound nice?"
Sounds
I'm
delightful.
hungry.
Of course, of course. It's a fine delicacy that we'll be having.
Oh, that's concerning.
She just keeps kind of walking. And you see that
It'll be
she
fun.
looks a little older. Like where she looked pretty young, like where she like started like look younger, it looks like that effect is starting to fade a little bit, and she's now starting to show a little bit of her age again.
Interesting.
But she just continues to waddle and just waddle. I was gonna say wander and waddle at the same time, so waddle.
She's wandering.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a word.
waddle like an Egyptian. So she just continues to waddle away. Thank you. And as you get back to her cottage, she ends up kind of sitting you guys around the patio once again. Eventually starts bringing out different things and commanding different spirit servants to start to bring out other things for you guys. And as you guys kind of have to take a beat, just be like, okay. You guys want to take a level up?
yeah.
Yeah.
Try tap.
No, I think we'll pass.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, this
I
is the
think
one
I'm
time I
doing
don't
second.
want to level up.
Yeah, I think we want to wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we
Well,
finish the game first?
all right. We'll do that next session.
Yeah,
then.
can we finish the game
I mean, if you guys want to level up, we'll just do that next session.
Yeah, no, we can do it now. We can do it now.
Are you
It's
sure?
fine.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
yeah. So,
Yeah, let's do it now.
are we at the time where we can end level up?
Yeah.
Start-
Yeah.
Okay,
It
yeah.
might
Yeah.
be a good idea to do
So-
our level up between sessions.
Yeah. Let's roll health first.
Okay.
For the level up
Ooh,
on
10.
this. 10. Nice.
0.
And plus 0.
Well, I mean, it's the 0.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's 10.
Yeah.
Plus 3.
13 HP. Nice.
So now I have
That's
60.
pretty good.
So yours is a
Like,
D10, I believe.
I'm pulling mine up right now on this.
Did we say we end the session?
Well, we haven't ended it yet. We're rolling health first before we do all the other level up
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Can I borrow-
7.
Yeah, can I borrow a D10 from you? Because
7 total?
not wanting to roll on here. Thank you.
Yeah, I rolled a 7. So.
Come on, also give
Oh, do
me
you
a
have
10.
a plus 0 to your con?
No, I have a plus a whole bunch, but it will calculate it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it will also add all of my modifiers, but I rolled a 4, so I'm gonna
Okay.
go ahead and add 4.
And then Lucky, how much health?
I'm getting 15 health this level.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm a big boy.
Wow.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Now
And
I have Scourge
Abigail?
weapon.
Let's see. Okay, 6 plus 1, so I'm getting 7.
Ooh, nice. Well, that is something we'll have to update later. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Peace out, yo.